This is Global Public News. I'm Shirako King. A suicide bombing was thwarted aboard a train from London to Paris. Authorities credit a group of vacationing adventurers with stopping the bomber. Philanthropist and unity activist Stéphane Gaumont was believed to be the target. As with other recent bombings, no group has claimed credit. The bomber has been identified as 56-year-old Talifer Bayard. Bayard was a lifelong Paris resident who had been homeless for many years. He had no immediate family and no known ties to separatists. Police are asking anyone with information on Bayard to contact the Special Investigations Branch of the French Sécurité. Residents of the Pacific Vortex garbage raft have declared themselves an independent nation, leaving world leaders unsure how to react. The garbage raft is a floating island of debris several kilometers across that has collected in the tidal center of the Pacific Ocean over the course of decades. Residents of the raft say that the raft cannot be cleared away and that it has developed a unique ecosystem. Defense giant Alpha Mobile is offering large signing bonuses to untrained magical adepts. Contracts include training, corporate citizenship, and a generous salary, but require a quarter lifespan service commitment. The military operation against the giant rat infestation in Bristol, England has begun, but the rats have proven difficult to handle. The United Kingdom is rumored to be considering asking for international military help in the effort. Workers excavating on the island of Okinawa, Japan, have discovered a cache of enchanted Japanese artillery shells from the Second World War. The shells are well preserved, but the wooden shipping crates have rotted and the lot numbers and enchantments are unreadable. The area has been cordoned off and nearby residents have been evacuated. Authorities have requested help in disarming the weapons, but ask that no citizens of the Allied nations be sent, due to the likelihood the enchantments are key to Japan's historical wartime enemies. You've been listening to Global Public News.
Hey everyone, welcome to episode 2 of Code 2050. We have a whole slew of new cast members who you guys have gotten to know in episode 1. And we have a new face here, which is Random Tuesday, who's joined us, playing Ziggy. So you guys get to learn about her character here in a little bit. But first of all, before we do anything, we have to get all the things out of the way. So I'll try to do it really quickly so that we can get on with our show. Since this is going to be shorter than our normal shows, it is only going to be 2 hours with no break. So prepare your butts. I hope you guys have all your snacks and stuff prepared. First things first, I didn't hear that we have a legend here supporting this yet, so I'm going to assume we don't have one supporting this episode. Also, for our plugs, you guys can go check out Legendary Pants and their stuff that they're doing over there. I don't know if you want to plug that a little bit, Kyo.
Yeah, sure. Our website is legendarypants.net. You can follow it on Twitter at legendary_pants. And we have a Twitch channel, legendary_pants as well. If you go to the website, you can download the core rules for 2050 for free. They're up on the website for free, so you can check them out there.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people after episode 1 were wanting to check it out and they wanted to play it themselves. So there's your chance to go ahead and do that. And also you guys can obviously over here on Roll4It, we are supported by our lovely Patreons as well as our Twitch subscribers. So thank you guys so much. And if you guys want to check out that, you can go to patreon.com/Roll4It to see all of the things. We have a bunch of different tiers. You get all kinds of rewards. We try our best to give out as many rewards as we possibly can throughout the month and we also have really cool posters that get sent out every month, which is really, really fun. Maybe we'll have a Code 2050 one of those. You never know. And of course, you can follow us on all of the social medias for free, Twitter, Facebook, right here on Twitch. And it really helps us. It really supports us in other ways if you can't do it in the payment route of things. I think I'm just gonna wrap it up really fast, and we're just gonna go into the thing because I want to play. And I had a really long day of work, so I need this. I need this role play action in my life. So I think we'll just go quick by. I think we've already introduced everybody. So other than Tuesday, so I think Tuesday, do you want to just tell people who you are in case they haven't ever met you before, since you're new Just you yourself, not your character yet.
Just me.
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Random Tuesday. I am a cosplayer, crafter, general nerd. You can find me on the internet. I do a lot of tabletop RPGs. I'm on the Sunday show, which I GM on Roll4It, and then I'm on a couple of other shows on Geek Space TV as well. Follow me on the internet.
And Keel, I'll just let you take it away. Was
Okay.
Eden
One
talking?
sec. We actually do have a support today, Maggie. Check the
Oh, we
Discord.
do. Check the Discord. Oh, okay. No Late, No Game. No Late Game is going to be our supporter for this episode. I was not provided that information in the thing, so I didn't know. So No Late, thank you so much. Legendary tiers are all filled up, I think, for this month, so we can't accept any more. But all of them get to play in a secret DM'd campaign by one of our lovely cast members, which is always really cool every month. And No Late, thank you. No Late has been a supporter for a really long time, so No Late gets mad love from all of us. He's crazy person, but we really love and appreciate all of the support that he has given us throughout our whole life as Roll4It. So thank you so much, No Late. Sorry that we missed you before. I'll make sure to call you out in the end as well. So now, Keo, take it away.
Okay. So quick recap of last week. Our adventurers have successfully made it into France by route of the tunnel, not the channel. I've been corrected. I'm so sorry.
It's called the channel.
It is.
That's what the locals call it, because it's the channel tunnel.
Okay.
Who got mad at you?
But anyway, you guys successfully made it through the tunnel thingy. You have found a few bits of evidence off of an attempted bombing on a train that you happen to inhabit for a little bit there. You guys have now gotten put up in a very nice hotel just south of the Ile de la Cité in Paris. And the last little bit of catching up, I think, is that Evan, as well as pretty much everyone, I think, except for Felicity, you guys are all taking off to go and check out a coin that Evan found.
Well, they're gonna go check out
The
the homeless
The
shelter.
address, yeah,
The
on the
homeless
coin.
shelter.
Yep.
Without me.
So what is Felicity planning to do?
He's gonna
sleep.
get her beauty.
I need to sleep. I told you.
Terrible.
As a mage, I need to sleep.
to recharge.
Take a nap.
Charged up.
Don't we have drugs for that?
Get like
Unfortunately not. I
a
wish.
stim pack.
Yeah,
And
where's
then,
my stim pack at?
We're now
I
joined
should
by
have something
Ziggy.
for you.
Are we
What'd
now
you say,
joined by Ziggy?
Brandon?
Not
Right,
yet.
where is Ziggy?
Nobody
Well,
knows.
Q will introduce Ziggy when he's ready.
Until then, we're just
We're on our own.
we're on our
We're
own.
about to go?
So the address, about roughly how far away are we?
You guys are about 12 city blocks away. So let's say, maybe 5 to 10 minutes by metro.
12 city blocks. I mean, at that point, we could walk, but I mean, I'm not going to do that.
Why?
We're going to take the metro.
I mean, that's fine. We can
Is it
call.
because of your tiny little baby steps are like 2 of my regular steps?
I mean, no, not entirely.
Mine.
It's mainly because
Maybe.
we don't have to. We could just take a car. I'm just gonna call the car.
Let's
Okay,
take the
Like,
metro.
it's your gold that you're pissing away into the wind.
no
That's
problem.
fine. I
Zero
will pay
goal.
for the one.
Do you still have those credit cards?
I don't. I think that was just on file at the hotel. I don't think I have access. Yeah, he didn't really give me all that information otherwise. So I'm gonna call the car. It should be here in a few minutes. In the meantime, we should probably discuss a little bit about what's going to happen when we get there. Obviously, the train was supposed to explode. The coin would have been found afterwards. The type of metal that I'm looking at, it feels like it wouldn't melt easily. It has a very high melting point. So it'd probably be found. The goal was for this to be found afterwards, not before. So I don't think they're very much going to expect 3 random people to show up at their door.
And
Which
let's
should-
do it.
which should give us the element of surprise, at least
Hell
enough to
yeah.
get them to start talking. The goddess represented here is Pina. The idea behind this god is basically unknown. We know that she's the goddess of poverty, which is so interesting, but we don't actually know her merit, right? We don't understand why
I'm hungry.
she exists. She needs to either bring people who aren't impoverished down, or it could be an upliftance for the poor. And given the fact that we're going to a homeless shelter, it could really be either one. But I don't think I don't think this is going to be a great day.
Hey, I've never seen you so excited before, Mr. Hackerman. But
Do you think there's gonna be food there?
At the
I mean,
homeless
I'm
shelter,
sure. Yeah,
you
they
think
must.
they're-
I've been to a homeless shelter before, and
And you think they have enough provisions for everyone, just
Yeah.
like guests?
so do
I
you think
don't-
maybe we should
I
dress
don't
to
care
fit
about
in?
everyone else but me.
okay,
Should
then
we
what-
dress to fit more in, or
At
are we
least
just
for
going to come
one.
knocking on the door saying,
not-
"Hey,
just
okay.
definitely knocking.
let's flash the coin in the face and say, look what we have."
Pretty much, yeah.
You think?
Women, why don't you order some food and have it brought to the place?
No.
There's not going to be
Why
any food there.
Then why are we going?
We can just order the food and have it there. I think it's a pretty cool
I'm
power move
sure-
too. You show up for this super secret meeting that they don't even know about, and then you're just like, yeah, I ordered pizza or whatever French.
I don't like
pizza.
pizza. There's too many carbs.
I know that's what. Okay, just what is no carbs in France? I think you're just at cheese at
It's
that point.
beef. It's beef.
you
Beef
were
comes from
drinking.
French.
What were you drinking before on the train? I'm sure they did not contain any carbs either.
Look, I'm fine.
I think
thought
you're
you-
just a picky eater.
I'm fine.
Where is the
No.
car?
Where is the car?
You know you can't spell a
Did you
carb
get the
without
cheap
car.
kind of
The
car
car-
that takes forever?
No, the car is about a minute away now. It should be
Okay.
ready down at the bottom.
I hate them.
Well, you should have went into the hotel. You could have got something before we left.
Why couldn't you get a Metro XL? Metro
I mean,
Black.
Maybe a Metro Eats.
You
huh?
guys are still up in the
Yes.
room. Like by the time you get down to the bottom, it should be there.
All right, let's go downstairs.
I'm sure there's a vending machine. You can get some pretzel sticks or something.
I pressed the up button for the elevator.
Who's leading the way?
I would assume.
I'm assuming you're like
I'm absolutely
out-
barreling for
sprinting
the
out of
door
the
right
way.
now.
All right, I'm pretty
Okay.
excited. So fine, we're
Yeah.
going down.
Okay.
We're
Uh,
almost in the lobby.
Win-win. As you open up the front door,
Hell
you are
yeah.
greeted by a half-orc,
My brethren.
as well as a monk with blue hair that looks very familiar to you.
My brethren.
Ziggy.
I'm not a. Oh, wait a minute.
You're wearing
Um,
the
Do
hood.
you say I'm not a monk?
The
I
half-orc-
forgot.
Yeah.
It's hardcore and then there's a monk in there.
I'm not a monk. I'm a parkour.
the
Bonjour,
half-orc-
mon ami!
Ah, Ziggy. Where have you been?
I would like to order some room service, ma'am.
Okay, Win-Win. How are you?
she pulls out an Interpol badge and flashes
All
it.
French people look the same to me.
Who pulls out the Interpol badge?
The half-orc.
Why?
Gwendolyn or
It's the coppers.
should
Everyone
I
get on the
say
floor.
Win-win.
Sorry?
Called you Gwendolyn.
That's not me. That's not my name.
That's not my
I turn
name.
around.
Uh-huh. So you
Awkward.
realize that you guys have been all over the news feeds for like the last week.
I have
After what
done
happened
nothing.
in
Me
London,
on
right?
television.
It's all
We
quantity.
don't really have time for autographs. If that's
Yeah,
want
we have
to be here,
a
sorry.
metro to catch. And Ziggy, you want to come on an adventure?
Well, real
Okay.
quick, I have
Oh.
some information that you might actually find useful. We can just ignore the counterfeit credentials that your friend gave me
Yeah,
Okay.
for now.
Yeah, we found her. We don't know who she is.
I am
She's
glad
a
we're on the
serial
same-
liar. You can
about
tell
that.
from her hair color. She's a harlot.
Is Felicity here right now? Are you by the door
Nah,
with
she's
her?
in the room, right?
No,
Oh,
I'm in the room.
Okay.
I am sure it was just a misunderstanding.
It wasn't a misunderstanding. We just don't want you knowing who
I
we are.
figured out-
because it's not a-
I rolled a 26 on that. What?
she did.
We're liars and
She's
thieves.
doing good for us.
It's just it's not relevant. We have somewhere to be that is not with you.
Yeah, we have dinner plans.
Or you.
I have reservations.
Goodbye.
Well, you said that was on
Are you
TV.
hunting for a certain homeless suspect by any chance?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm trying to eat a cow.
How do you know anything about anything I'm doing?
Listen, I
And how
ran
fast
into.
can you run?
Well, rather, you ran by me at the train station, and I spoke with a tiefling who's been in your company since at least several weeks ago in London. She gave me some false credentials, and we have an ongoing investigation with these bombers now. Okay.
Okay.
And
Well, which one is it? Is it an ongoing investigation, or is it a now investigation?
well, it's a now
It's
investigation.
an ongoing me now.
This is the third such bombing that we've had in several weeks.
Sounds like you guys aren't doing your job very well.
Well, it's kind of hard when you've got your hands tied. But you guys have a little more leeway, which is why I'd like to give you a little bit of information.
Put it on
And-
adventure.
And money?
Yeah.
I can't give you money. I
Yeah,
can
this is the police.
Meat is expensive. I have a dangerous habit.
I'm checking my cell
Okay,
phone.
give us the information, please. We have places to go.
I'm going to check the metro, telling him not to leave.
Charging
Saying he can
10
start the
cents.
meter, and I'll pay the extra fee for him waiting.
We have a name. That's all we've got. It's Talife Bayard.
Yeah, you're gonna have to spell that.
Yes, please. Sounds a very
How do you even
Did
try
you-
to spell that?
I just put it into Roll20 chat.
Tailefer.
Talife Bayard.
Okay, so I mean, how do you even have this name if you have no other information?
We took the vid feed from the train and ran it across our system.
Okay, and where did you spot the person?
All we know is that he is a homeless man,
okay.
and that's really all we've got going right now.
So you gave us the name of the dead guy?
Is he the man
We
that
already
was?
know he's dead.
But
I
is that
feel
the
like-
man?
It sounds like a dead end.
I feel like you're using this word and you're not understanding it. No. Right? Like, how do you know that he's homeless? Does he look homeless? Have you seen him sleeping on the street? I mean, whoa.
Every time we have seen him on any of the Paris video feeds, he has been, begging alms on a corner or at a homeless shelter.
I'm begging for you guys to let me go to dinner.
Just go do your thing.
Yes, go get some food. We'll meet you down at the metro.
I go down to the lobby and harass the concierge.
Concierge, why would they help you? That's not what they're there
Isn't
for.
concierge a French word? Of course they'd have them. Where is the best meats? Point me to a butcher's shop.
I have another question. Why,
Yeah.
Ziggy, are you with the police?
Yeah, first of all, are you in trouble?
I'm a
I
detective.
am never in trouble. You're only in trouble if you get caught.
Okay. That
Okay,
is
and you're
something
with the police, which means
Are you a cop?
No!
Oh, okay. Okay.
Listen,
Why am I with the
I ran into your friend downstairs in the lobby, and I recognized her from the files on Venture that we cross-referenced your facial data off of, and I invited her to take a walk up with me.
yeah,
I
imagine
was
if
going to climb up the outside of the building because I wanted to surprise you.
Ah,
Evan, I know how much you like surprises.
I know. Felicity would have been so. You can go say hello to her. She's just getting into bed, but
it's unimaginable how the awkward-looking person with the blue hair was spotted in the middle of a crowded hotel. It's amazing.
So very quickly, I just need your Venture credentials before I can let you go, because you did cross the border into our city here, and I just need to make sure that everything is on the up and up.
Do you have handcuffs?
I give
No.
him my
You have a-
QR code
I
ready.
do have my smartphone.
Do you have a warrant?
okay.
We are adventurers. This is the law.
Right.
Yeah, let us just get it
I'm
done.
just asking.
We
for
have
your-
places to go.
That's it.
Yes.
You
Okay.
signed it in the
I pull
contract.
out-
You not read
I
the
pull my
agreement
phone.
before you sign something?
I don't think he knows how to
I
read.
didn't.
Here you go.
Yep, I hand over my
assume it's
phone
gonna
as
be-
well.
Sounds like a terrible
Terms and
hacker.
conditions
But I-
for Venture.
I pull out like a phone and then I put it back in my pocket and then pull out another phone and then give it to him. But
Are there any
it's my real one.
plants or anything nearby?
So
Disgusting.
where you guys are, you're leaving the little suite area.
Mhm.
There's a little plant behind the door.
I'm gonna go and just rip one of the branches off and just throw it at Ziggy's feet. I feel like she'll find offense to that.
Why do you hate?
I find that
Is
offensive.
this some
How
kind of
dare
a
you?
mating call or what? Do you trying to?
It is a cry for attention. It is okay.
Okay.
We can talk about this, but there are more positive ways of getting attention, Evan. You know this.
So she's going to scan each of your little phones and just verify the information on her. So now, if you guys would like, please introduce your characters, what you would look like, and your race or class. What other information you would like our audience to know?
Okay, I'll go first.
Mhm.
My name is Win-Win. I'm a Furbolg. I think it's
Furbolg.
pronounced.
I
It
feel
is
like they wouldn't be able to pronounce that, so I
It's-
feel like this is still very in character.
It's a kind of giant kin. So I'm not furry like a dog or an owl or whatever you think it is. I'm pretty tall. I'm 7 feet tall, but I'm on 0 carb, which means I only eat meat and no plant proteins or carbs. That means I can't even use spices on my meat. I just eat.
What a life.
What about
What
salt?
a miserable life.
Salt is okay.
So
A little
you-
bit of black coffee is okay.
Scurvy.
Yes. I am very tall, but I'm very skinny. My cheeks are sunken in like I'm practically starving to death, but I am religious in my devotion to 0 carb.
Evan is pointy, almost looks like Loki. Very high cheekbones, skinny face, almost a pointed nose, hair generally slicked back, about 5'5", dresses in dark colors, doesn't really want to stand out in any form. Most of the time you'll find him with a hood up, even headphones on, things that will distract, but he doesn't cover his face. Never covers his face. Very important.
All right. Me next. All right. Well, I'm Jameer. I'm a halfling. I'm about 4'1", which is pretty tall. It's on the upper end. Okay, so I take very much pride in that. And I have this, as you can see, got a black curly hair that's about down to the shoulders. Okay, just about. And I always wear a headband and always have a couple in my bag. And I'll wear different ones for different occasions depending on what it is that we're gonna be doing. If we're going out, I'll wear a fancy one. But this one is the kind of mission one, just a black headband, and he wears like a vest with a kind of no brand Under Armour kind of I'm trying to think of the way to explain it. So like the Under Armour that actually is like very skin tight. So it's a very like skin tight, like black Under Armour kind of thing with a
Sure, like training
vest.
shirts.
Like a
Yeah,
base layer.
something like that. Yeah,
Compression vest.
Like
yeah. And then I have the vest over it, so it's like a Kevlar vest around it, and I wear black pants and sneakers as well. And I'm an urban bounty hunter, so I do try to keep it a little discreet, even though I have a crossbow on my back. Not custom made. It was given to me by somebody. I haven't said yet, but yeah, that's my jam. And 2 short swords by my side as well. And I have a kind of a caramel complexion and this kind of accent that could be sounding Middle Eastern-ish, I would say.
All right. Felicity.
Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Felicity's
sorry.
not with them. Ziggy's with them though.
That's right.
Oh.
Ziggy.
Ziggy she's an elf. She's on the like sort of middle range of elf height, just like 5'9". She's got teal hair because why not? And she's pretty dark, sort of brown skin. She's likes to wear mostly form-fitting clothes so she doesn't get caught on anything because she is a parkour monk. So she's got very good shoes on with excellent arch support and like the grippy soles that you get on climbing shoes.
Do they have the little toes?
Oh,
The Vibrams or whatever?
no, I don't think she has toe shoes, but man, is that tempting. She has either potentially a star-shaped birthmark or something she just draws on. You're never really sure, and maybe you're too afraid to ask.
It just
That
moves.
is the shape of a star. And she wears hoods. Everything she owns has a hood on it. Because naturally that's very important. And she's an environmental activist.
Oh yeah, I don't know if this would be on my thing, but I'm a very compulsive drinker, and I have an affinity for gambling. You know, it's I view it as an art. It's a beautiful thing, but I just love drinking and gambling.
You know, she says environmental activist, which means is eco-terrorist.
Damn.
So Detective Yodel is pretty happy with what she sees here. Goes, you said that Giselle was here as well? Or should I say Felicity?
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Is she taking a nap?
I've never heard of this word nap.
Well,
they fucking saw her on the cameras.
Yes, she is.
Stop trying to lie. We're very bad at it.
We're in the 21st
can you give
century.
her your key and just let her go do whatever she needs to do?
The key is on the smartphones. We zap them.
Can you go let them into the room?
Did they?
Fine. I open the door.
Did you remember to pick your key up from the front desk, Ziggy?
Oh yes. She'll.
So she can
gently
get it
try
herself.
and wake up Felicity.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, it is room 312. It's a really nice room. I think you're going to like it a lot.
So Detective Yodel's gonna just quietly tap on your door, Felicity.
Is anyone with her?
Nope, just her.
Oh, weird.
I would have gone with her.
Oh, yeah. If anyone wants to follow, you can.
Absolutely not.
To not try and kill her.
I'm trying to get outside of this building.
It's like an actual, I don't like the law, Evan.
All right.
I really don't.
I guess she's gonna look through the hole, and because she's gonna see that it's the police officer.
Ziggy puts her head in there.
Oh no. She unlocks the door and opens it. Oh, nice to see you, officer. And of course, Ziggy, as always.
Well, it's good to see you too. Your friend was nice enough to accompany up to the suite here. It's very nice rooms that you have. So we noticed that we didn't get the proper credentials when you guys came over the border. The rest of your party has been kind enough to hand over their credentials to me. We just need yours. And she holds out her smartphone.
I mean, my thing is like, even if we looked different on camera, even if we looked on camera, we would still the credentials could still be matched with what we look like.
Yeah, they're down to your biometrics.
So on the back end, the reason it didn't match up was because in Venture, you have credentials that are they're completely global credentials, like in terms of international credentials. And when they went and checked you guys,
Well, then what's the point of having a false identity then?
Because in any other social situation, you could totally get away with this. The problem is that you guys are adventurers who just crossed a border, and you have to.
Because it's a police officer, you have to.
Yeah, it's because you were dealing with.
Why
Interpol.
I don't trust.
That's really the only reason they figured it out, is because they're Interpol.
Right. I don't bite. Whatever. What you're saying is DM jiggery, I'm guessing. So whatever. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I scan the wrong thing? And I just I guess I'll scan her, give her my proper stuff if that's going to be a problem.
Okay. And if you'd like to, you can describe your character to the audience.
Sure. I'm a tiefling, as you can probably tell. She has really, really pale skin, almost blindingly pale, and really orange eyes and orange hair with red horns that are coming out of her head. and like red claws and a red tail that drapes around. But it's like a really thin tail that kind of wraps around. And she often has it like wrapped around her leg. So it's kind of harder to see because it hides behind her clothing. She often wears like very stylish whatever's in clothing. But obviously we're in like the cyberpunkish world. So, you know, you got your leather. She has tons of tattoos just all over her body, all over her hands. Primarily like tribal looking tattoos. And if you watch the first episode, I've been describing my tattoos as we go. So you learn about them. And I don't know if we want to talk a little bit about her at all, but I think like that's kind of what she looks like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Detective Yodel thanks you and says, that's it for now. I'm assuming that you guys are investigating the matter. Is that why you were here?
Investigating what matter?
The bomber.
No, as I told you, we were on vacation.
Okay. Well, I guess enjoy your stay in Paris then.
Thank you. And she lets her out and then closes the door and she's like, Ziggy, why are you bringing the police in here?
They caught me. They didn't technically catch me, but they were going to give me a hard time if I tried climbing up the outside of the building.
Not a great adventurer.
Well, in general, people are going to give you trouble when you're climbing up buildings. You need to do that in the shade or in privacy.
I didn't want to start a fight in the lobby. I thought that would be a bad idea.
Fair enough. Anyways, it looks like we're going to be possibly helping them out. Did you run into the others? I know that they were on their way down.
Going to some homeless shelter.
Yeah,
Evan's
apparently.
very excited. I have never seen him this happy. I
Me
thought
too.
Paris would be good for him.
I don't know if it's necessarily Paris that's got him all excited, but we did find something that he got really, I don't know. I've never seen him look so happy in his life. It was on the train, what are we calling it? Metro?
The Metro. Yep.
Yeah. It was on the Metro on the way here.
It's the channel.
The channel.
That one's the train.
I'm not going to call it that anymore. Everyone's like, all of the people from Europe are like freaking out. They're like,
the tunnel.
Oh, you mean the channel tunnel.
Yeah, there you go. The channel tunnel.
Yeah, there was some kind of coin that I found on this very strange body. Apparently, there's been these bombers that have been causing a ruckus. I'm sure you've heard of it since you've been here.
I have. There has been a few incidents of this.
Apparently 3.
Apparently, they have the name of the person. Talife Bayard. He was the one who had it. And so maybe his family might know something, or the people who know him. He got into something weird.
That's a new bit of information. Who gave you the name?
The police officer.
She's been rather helpful. Well, that could be useful. But I do need my rest. I'll tell you the rest of the story when I wake. I don't know if you want to wait around or not. Make yourself at home.
I am pretty sure they will all die if I am not there.
True. Are they still waiting for their ride then?
Are they like down outside by now?
Yeah, Detective Yodel's not going to stop you guys. You have a clear shot down to the ride.
Ziggy looks out the window, sees the metro, sees them coming out. And she's like,
God, are you gonna jump down the window?
Land on all fours like a cat on the roof of the car. You have to.
How many stories is it?
It's 3 stories.
It's the third story. You'll be
Run
fine.
the third. You got this. Any respectable.
She could jump down to like one of the other
yeah, I want to climb down the side and
patios and then go down.
Yeah. So one of the, especially in Central Paris, one of the key architecture points is they have these really like short balconies. They're basically just like grates that sit off the windows.
Yeah.
You could just hop from one to the other and scale your way down.
I would like to parkour. and
All right.
jump out the window and catch up with them.
Like
Roll acrobatics. for me.
Felicity's mid-conversation with Ziggy, and Ziggy just jumps out the window, and Felicity's like, "I'll never get used to that one."
in a minute.
She like yawns and like opens the door to go to the room.
Too tired for this.
Fuck.
You rolled one.
No.
Failed. Wow, she rolled a 6.
That is a nat one.
Ooh, okay.
How
So
much fall damage do I take?
And is anybody
Did you
videotaping
land
it
on
for
Evan?
The door was
for-
closed when you.
Oh my gosh, please.
the window was
land on
closed
Evan.
when you jumped out.
Totally have her land on Evan.
So Ziggy, maybe it had rained a little, or there was a little dew on the balcony, but you grab the railing and just lose your grip as you go over, and instead of
Didn't we upgraded to the 6th floor, didn't we?
Oh,
You remember episode
did.
1?
yep.
And this is all.
I
Evan's
want to
fault.
be clear. If I'd known it was the 6th floor, I would not have jumped. You guys said the 3rd
This
floor.
is true.
You're a
This is
liar.
true.
Yes, you would have.
yes, you would have.
I'm not going to make
the entrance.
More than
Don't
my
let her
Ziggy dies
But
in
she
the
can
first.
still parkour her way down from the 6th floor.
It just bounces down.
Good.
That she
I-
falls from the
I have total faith in her.
She impales onto a fire.
I'm point out this is not the only time I've done this.
It's like
as a
mid convo. Mid convo. She's just like, we out. It's just like dies in the
She
first.
runs headfirst into the window and bounces off like a bird.
Oh
All
man.
right, so
it's killing me.
retconning back up to the 6th floor here.
Right.
Your character would not try to parkour down from the 6th floor.
I wouldn't try to jump, but I might try and climb. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Ooh. Giving you an opportunity to save
so
yourself.
What I will say,
I've got to stick with it. I would definitely climb down
Give-
because it's more
give
efficient.
me one more acrobatics roll.
This isn't fair. Evan is not.
Can I make a
happy.
deck save to not die?
That's
I can hear a
essentially what this is
muffled
going to be.
parkour far above me, and I look up.
That's terrible.
Let the
You see
record
this, like,
show.
this flash
I
of
have
blue?
made a decision. I will commit to this.
So,
All right, come on. I believe in you.
Ziggy, you lose your grip as you vault
Fuck.
over, and you miss the,
The
next
French
story.
word for fuck is actually fix.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say
Good
no.
stuff.
So you missed the next story, and then the one after that.
Oh my god.
But down near the 3rd story, you managed to get yourself tangled up in one of the banisters hanging off the edge. You get your arm stuck between it though, and it really yanks you hard for 11 points of damage.
Dislocated shoulder now.
11.
Oh,
11
11 points of damage.
That's
Ow.
like, that would have been half my health.
Is she
Dang.
stuck
Yeah,
up
I
there?
would have got
That is over half my health.
She's stuck. She like hanging by her hood.
Like, yeah,
It's
she's
like-
like hanging.
Yeah, yeah,
Win
the hood,
win.
the hood saved you.
Win win. Win win. I need some help. I am stuck.
We're trying to.
Do you hear that?
We have
Sorry,
somewhere
babe.
to be. So if you could just like hang out for a little while.
Like episode 1, I try to climb the
You have
brick
been
wall.
practicing, Evan.
Oh,
Remember, try
I'm
not to talk
coming.
too many people
what
at
are
once.
you doing?
Is she climbing the building?
Like
Yeah.
episode 1, I'm trying to climb the brick wall. I'm coming.
Okay.
No.
Should I do an
Oh.
acrobatics check?
For you, it'd be athletics because you're going to be
Athletics.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a 0
Matrix.
bonus. No, that's a
You
natural
guys-
one. That's
Oh
a
my
natural.
God.
This is so
I'm on the
suicidal.
ground. What can happen?
She
So-
just went into the wall.
Ziggy, you're hanging precariously from this balcony, and you see Winwin walk over, and she just starts pawing at the concrete side of the wall.
I have made a mistake.
I'm
Oh,
almost there.
You can wiggle yourself free and get yourself back upright though.
I would like to do that.
Yeah, go ahead. All right.
Ziggy, stop playing
acrobatics?
games.
Wait, what do you want me to roll?
Yeah, acrobatics to keep.
God,
vaulting
anything.
down.
Just better.
Jeez.
Just better. Come on.
Okay.
All right, we're getting
It's
the
okay.
terrible rolls out now. Before
you got-
Colin.
You've got the right bearing for the rest of the way down though. It's not too hard because there's actually quite a bit to grip onto once you recognize that it might be a little slippery, and you make it down without a problem.
That was
I need more.
embarrassing.
That was the most graceful thing I have ever seen in my life. Ziggy, welcome.
I think you need
Counterpoint. Counterpoint. Not
Yeah, what-
welcome. And why are you following me?
Why do you always think this is about you?
What else would it be about? We're on vacation and you're following me to this thing that I'm doing.
Because it sounds fun.
Maybe she came to say hello to me.
Okay.
I don't want you
guys
to
should go
die,
get some
Evan.
lunch. Catch up.
Yes, lunch. Let's go.
You guys should all get some lunch.
No, I believe that it might have some something at the shelter.
Evan has a
Why?
weird fascination.
I'm not even that hungry. I don't know.
Why would there be food at the homeless shelter?
Because there's like a
That is
soup
like
kitchen.
50% of what they do there.
There'll be at least poor people there.
We are not
Maybe.
eating.
Maybe
the
somebody.
people we
I
met.
get into the metro.
I
will
follow.
I
And
will
I'm sitting
sit
in the front.
next to Evan.
I call
No,
shotgun.
sitting in the front. Sitting in the front. I'm paying.
All right.
I will sit right
think I
behind Evan.
Fine.
I get
I just, like,
the middle
lean
seat by
forward.
default, right? Like,
So I was it
You have the shortest legs.
yeah. All
Every
right.
time she touches my
And I
seat,
just-
I want to pinch her arm. Can I do a strength roll to see how hard my pinches are?
You're gonna take off all of her HP.
I know
Yeah,
she's
just pinch it
That'll be
again.
Probably
That'll
have
be
like
the
5 left.
Nat 20, I pinch her with one of my guns. I tell the guy, like, listen, I typed the address in. We're going to a homeless shelter. I understand why that's weird. I'm not really interested in conversation. Please drive the car quickly, and I'll give you a bigger tip.
all right. No problem, monsieur. And takes off.
Okay.
Whoa.
Let's play a game to see. Or actually, I think we should gamble. Okay. On
What somebody
whether or not
say?
everybody can stay quiet for the entire ride. I got 50 silver that
Uh-huh.
we can do the entire ride without saying a word.
Yo, you believe? You have yourself a bet, my friend.
Okay.
Was it like the last person to
I
talk
just, like-
gets the 50?
No,
I
it's
sit back.
just between me and him.
Oh.
And no one's allowed to talk, otherwise he owes me 50 silver.
Wait a minute. That is not what I said.
Yeah, you need to stipulate your deals better. How about you give me the 50 silver and I won't talk to you?
For how long? Not just the
Does it-
ride, at least a day.
About me.
Shush.
Okay, I will only text you things. She gets on her phone and just starts texting Evan.
My phone's on silent. I do not care. I give her 50 silver. I'm happy to do it.
I'm just looking at both of them with my hands out like,
How far away from the homeless shelter are we? Evan is very antsy.
You guys, you're pulling up now.
Fantastic.
I was the trip CREME.
oh, yeah. You know, it was very interesting. We ended up actually running in. I don't know if...
Who's Kwame? Also, it's Jameer.
yeah.
Sorry. I was reading the wrong name.
You're reading his actual name.
This is what happens to me.
Is that the name of the driver?
Sorry, I
Kwame?
got confused for a minute. I had
That is okay. You know, they always confuse my name. But that was a very interesting ride. You know, I met one of my sister's favorite musicians on it. You ever heard of Dick Van Hoek before?
Oh, the big D.
Yeah, the Big D. He is the man. I got an autograph and I pull out the bandana. It's like a blood-soaked bandana with his autograph on it. And I'm just like waving at it like, this, look. Can you
I feel like
believe
being
it?
this close to me constitutes her talking to me.
This is amazing. And you know what? I am so glad that the stipulations was just that I did not have to talk to Evan and not that I couldn't talk about Evan or within the vicinity of Evan. And in
Yes.
fact, I think it was really specific to me using verbal languages of communication.
You know, but this... You start bursting out laughing as I'm so happy about still talking about the Big D. And, he actually said that we can go to one of his concerts if you would like to.
No way.
Yes. He said he would give one of my sister a ticket, but I haven't told her about it, so I'm sure maybe I can give one to you.
This sounds like an excellent plan.
It is great,
Hey,
yes.
I think that I can figure out how to text your sister that information.
Look, do you even know my sister's number? What are you doing
I
with my
couldn't
sister's
figure it
number?
out.
Oh.
In fact,
Look, you
I
leave
would
my
like to
sister
do-
out of this, you hear me?
I would like to do some type of investigation into whatever form of Google we're using right now to see if I can't find her Facebook right away.
Facebook in the year 2050.
Whatever
I don't
kind
think
of
you want to
Facebook
talk to
thing
her.
we're using.
Jameer, how active are you on social media?
Me not so
Gamble.
much. Yeah, I'm just usually in I hang out at the bars and whatnot, and I have like a profile and it has like the little, not even the Twitter egg, but like, you know, the
Facebook person.
the Facebook person on it. Like I haven't even updated my picture on it, and it just
We'll come back to this.
okay.
I think we should approach the homeless shelter.
Yep.
I'm gonna knock on the door and I'm just gonna wait for an answer.
Okay, so outside of the doorway, you see a little plaque on the side. It says the Chateau de Peña,
Okay.
and it matches the address that was given to you. And a half elf actually answers the door. He goes, "Hello, what can I do for you?" And he just seems a little reserved.
Well, easy enough. There's got to be someone running this place, right? I was wondering if I could meet with them. I'm an investor.
Speaking. My name is Bernard. Bernard Bordeaux.
Okay, and you're the owner of the establishment.
I wouldn't say owner. I mean, we work for the government here, obviously, but I do manage the premises, make sure that there's clean beds for everyone.
Okay, I was wondering if I could just have a few minutes of your time. Do you have an office?
Yes, absolutely. Come on in.
Do you find it ridiculous that you have an office in a homeless shelter?
And I say,
Could just be more places for beds.
Mr. Bernard, I found a wandering Furbolg, and she's very hungry and was wondering if you could spare any kind of a food for her.
I'm homeless.
Roll a
Please
deception
give
check
me
for
a
me,
home.
Jameer.
Me?
All right.
Okay, good.
Can you get a
Sounds
bonus for
good.
Win-Win looking like
I
an
think I
emaciated
do.
skeleton?
You know
Yeah,
what?
right?
Let's-
Look at
Let's
her.
give you advantage. Let's give
Her
you
bones are
advantage.
literally poking out of her chest.
Furbolg.
Which one of them is rolling?
Jameer is
Me, I'm
rolling.
trying.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
trying to.
Jameer is rolling because he's the one trying to deceive. The,
Yeah. So what was the
Deception.
You roll with
Deception.
Advantage,
With
you said?
advantage.
Yep,
Yeah.
with advantage.
My skin is grayish pink. My skin is close into my
I popped it
bones.
out. Did it not roll?
I'm gone and gnarled.
Oh, hold
This
up.
color.
I whisper to
I
Win-Win.
popped this out, but I don't know.
You know
Oh,
that
okay. Here it is. Here it
they're
is. Here it is.
gonna
Okay,
give
ready?
you bread, right?
Okay.
13.
He goes, "Oh,
Oh, this.
it's strange to find somebody in such nice armor without a home to put over their head, but everyone's welcome here. Come on, we can find you, Emil. Just follow me." And
Wait, Win-Win, can you she like points at her dislocated shoulder.
Oh, okay. This lady is also homeless and needs attention stat. She was in a hobo fight.
I think she's asking you to
She wants you to hear.
pop the shoulder back in place.
Never mind.
I use mage hand.
Hey.
Smack her
Oh.
in the shoulder.
Oh.
As well. What did
You guys are mean. Why do you keep on bullying her?
Win-Win thinks you wanted a pat on the back.
Also, what level
Goodness.
spell is Mage Hand?
It's a cantrip.
Oh, it's your
I can do it infinitely. Because it doesn't do anything.
Okay. This is the most useless hand of.
it has uses.
she high fives the
I
air?
notice what's going on, and I'm gonna. Ziggy, do you need me to pop that back in place?
I don't want the help of someone. You will not talk to me, Win-Win. Will you not help me?
Okay. What
Does
do you
that
need?
count as her talking to me? I want my silver back.
For the trip. Right?
So Salem,
have
you,
a healing
so you
spell.
know, you can
Yes.
heal her with your healing spells.
Yeah, you
Yes.
can use cure wounds.
Yeah.
Does healing spells heal? Oh my god.
Yes.
discovered.
You are the healing spell. Healing. You are the only healer in our group.
Okay, I use Cure Wounds on.
Thank you.
What is her name?
Right. So
I just
from
wanted to make sure she knew that she could heal.
1d8.
sorry, I did not realize that was a question. If you go to the core section,
Okay.
you should have right in the middle there a link that says cure wounds, and you should be able to click that.
Yeah,
the
she
middle.
clicked it. But now she has to roll for it. She has to roll 1d8 plus.
What is my
Trauma.
spellcasting ability?
Whatever your plus modifier is on your wisdom.
Oh, okay. Okay. Slash roll 1d8 plus 2.
All right.
It's a 6.
Not bad.
Very good,
Like
Ziggy.
half of it.
Take
About half.
6 hit points. Thank you.
Perfectly average.
Ziggy was very pointedly looking at Win-Win during this entire thing and not talking to Evan.
I turn to Mr. Bordeaux and say, I have many talents that could be useful. Please feed me.
Yes, clearly. He'll lead you back to the kitchen area. It's like a high school cafeteria, basically. They've got long tables and wooden stools set out near all of the tables for you to sit at. The meal of the day is a soup.
What kind of soup?
It looks like it is vegetable soup.
Ah, I am distraught. I lay down on the floor. No good deed goes unpunished.
Anyway,
Are you going to eat the soup?
No, absolutely not.
I mean,
Just-
is there something wrong?
I'm on a diet.
Yeah. This is a very interesting one.
Oh,
She can only digest meat.
oh, well,
Also, Mr.
German.
Bordeaux,
Yes.
we wanted to ask about someone who might have spent some time here.
Yes.
But we see quite a few people, but do you have a
Perhaps
name?
you have some records of them or some information that might help us.
Sure. Do you have a name of the person you're looking for?
Yes, Talif Bayard.
Bayard. Oh, you know what?
Kind of big, pale-looking
yeah.
guy.
Gaunt figure.
Very.
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of like this, and she points at Win-Win. Or guess like that, because
The opposite of this.
He kind of looks at Win-Win with a pitying, like, oh, and he says, I've seen him. He's hung out with Hervé Guillaume quite a bit.
with whom?
Hervé Guillaume. If you want, you can probably find him in the rec room. He's often playing chess in there with some of the other visitors.
Okay. Just for reference, this coin that I happen to have, anything strike you as odd about this coin?
This coin.
I toss it over to him.
I try to grab it as he does it, but I miss because I'm too short.
That's interesting. Where did you find this?
Well, I found it. Why is it interesting?
There's a foundation that helps some of our homeless make a transition back into either back into the general populace or helps those like Bayard who had terminal illnesses.
Like a transitional living program? Who's in charge of that?
Yes, either that or more of hospice care. I'm not really sure. It's a governmental agency. They make stops maybe every other week here.
Okay. And you said Mr. Bayard is here.
Well, he was. I don't know if you noticed some of the missing posters out near the front door. We've had a few of our inhabitants have. We're not really sure where they've gone, but they're no longer making their usual stays here.
What is the name of this organization?
Please.
It's the Servants du Saint Sacrement et de la Charité.
And the habla who?
Okay,
And the
thank
what?
you.
The servants.
I was like, what?
We refer to them as
We're new to the country, if you can.
The servants of
Saint
Sacrificing
Sacrament for the
charity.
charity.
we usually just refer to them as the S&C.
Thank you.
Okay.
And could we get records of when they have last shown up here?
Well, they were here maybe 4 or 5 days ago.
Any specific dates?
You might be able to. I don't know if they have public records. You know what? Let me go and check my logs.
That would be great. Thank you.
Okay.
Merci.
And he'll go off to his office.
Okay. I'm gonna head over to what he said was the rec room, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'll just kind of like feel around for a little while and see if I can't find my bearings.
Okay. So inside the rec room, they have like a little television set with some, older hand-me-down couches that have been donated. There's also several tables with people playing cards, and they have some chess sets set up in a corner, 2 tables, and a couple of people are playing games there, as well as like a very, very modest library shelf with actual physical books.
Which is weird, I guess.
Yeah, it's weird in the modern
day.
times.
Okay.
Okay. Is anyone playing chess?
Yes, one of the table has 2 occupants.
Okay, and I look at Ziggy. I'm like, there's a French name that I can't pronounce. I need you to pronounce the French name. You don't have to talk to me. Just find the guy with the French name.
I mean, aren't they all French named?
Just the one that we know.
Hervé.
Ziggy will go over and speak to the people who are playing chess.
And while they're doing that, I walk over to the people playing cards and I like kind of just
Sits
start
down.
talking to them. Yeah.
I'm gonna just weasel in real quick and just in Jameer's ear. They're homeless. They don't have any money.
He doesn't do it for the money. He does it for the fun.
For the joy, the thrill. And I start like instigating a game of high-low.
He's like, if I win, I get your juice box.
I'm gonna give everybody at the
messed
card
up.
table 1 silver apiece, and say, Jameer, have fun.
Okay, how generous of you. I'll take it.
These guys, they look at the silver pieces. There's 5 of them at the table. 3 of them just get up and walk away.
No. You get to sit back down and play cards with my friend.
You're going to play with me.
You get to keep that money.
Let's play.
But if you leave, you're going to be injured.
Yeah.
Roll intimidate for me.
Okay.
Evan, this is.
I am totally down to kill a homeless man right now. Let's do it again.
Did it work?
You only do it for the
No.
thrill.
No, I don't see it.
No.
Okay.
10.
So 2 of them very cautiously sit back down. One of them, who looks a little rougher, says, listen, youngster, I've seen much tougher fights in some of the bars overseas. You don't scare me. And he waves his hand at you and just starts walking.
How tall is he?
He is 6'2".
Okay. Win-win. Are you anywhere near me?
Look, Kevin. I just want to play the
Yes.
game. I just want to play. I have to do.
Win-win. Can you kindly ask this man to
He's
sit down and play cards?
He's
with
very
you?
tall, man. He's so
Mr. Man,
tall,
please play the cards.
He's so
I
very
am
tall.
hungry and I am salivating
I don't
literally
want him to
as I
sit on
say
me.
this.
I don't want him to sit on me, Evan. Please, let me play with you too. You go and talk to the people playing chess. I think I'll be okay.
He looks up at the Furbolg and decides better of the situation and goes back and sits down to play with Jameer.
I'll go back over to the chess table.
And I smile at the guy like, hi, hello.
I stand behind Jameer and loom over the table.
You have interesting friends.
Oh, yes, they are. And we are interesting people. Because I'm like shuffling.
I don't bother wiping away the drool. I just keep drooling.
Is it getting in my hair or not? Please watch the hair. Win-win.
As you will go up to the 2 people playing,
Yeah, we just-
playing
yeah.
chess, playing
So we're
French,
just like,
chess in
yeah.
French. Ask, how, like, which one of you is, or either of you, Monsieur Hervé?
The older gentleman on your right looks up and goes, "That's me. Can I help you with something?"
Bonjour, my name is Ziggy, and we are here to ask about an old friend of yours who may have recently been missing.
I'm sorry. I've had a few friends go missing.
This is Mr. Bayard.
Talife. Yes. Oh, let's see. The last time I saw him, maybe a week ago, he and I were sharing a bottle of wine that we found. Quite the lucky find. He's very sick with cancer. He's in a great deal of pain, and the wine wasn't quite cutting it. So I went to a local apothecary to try and find something there. I know the man who runs the shop, and he's been kind to us in the past. But when I returned, the yard was gone, and I saw a van driving away from a group that typically does provide aid to our sick here. But I don't think I've seen him since. Why?
SSC? Is that it? Did I say
Yes.
that right?
Yes, the SNC.
SNC. Okay. Okay. So you think that he went with them?
It would seem so, although I don't know how they would have found him.
Do you
Well,
think that he
here
has
or
any?
you were somewhere else, yes?
We were somewhere else. Maybe
Where?
3 or 4 blocks east from the Arc de Triomphe.
Tell me a little bit about Mr. Bayard. You said that he's very sick. Does he have any enemies? Maybe a bucket list?
Talife? No, he was a very kind soul. He
Jimmy just interject. Like,
Went
did he like
bankrupt.
blowing things up?
Talife? No, never.
It's
Like I said,
weird how defensive you are about blowing things up when there wasn't really a lot of context to that.
Well, just kind of struck me the wrong way, the way he was walking. So
The way who was walking? Have you seen Talife?
No, not in person, but we have seen some of his work as he tried to blow up a train.
it was on the news. Hello.
That was Talife?
We
No.
think so, at least.
No.
And now I'm kind of thinking that it's a little bit you as well. Tell me a little bit about where we are. Why? I mean, you're apparently here a lot from what people are telling me. What makes you come here of any other homeless shelter? There are hundreds in the city of Paris. It's a giant metropolis. Why this one?
Doesn't even have good food.
It's on my regular route.
What do you mean regular route? What route?
Well, we can only spend one night at a time here, so we have to make trips between several shelters. I pass by here once a week, spend a day, move on to the next.
And there's nothing else about it.
It has chess. I like chess.
Can we play?
Sure. He gestures to his friend sitting across. Would you mind? He shakes his head and gets up for you.
Okay. Let's play.
Yeah, just like
Is that like a wisdom check?
Yeah. Just
I
give
got
me
one.
a flat wisdom roll.
Wait, wisdom. Wouldn't this be intelligence?
Yeah. Right?
Intelligence is about knowing the rules. Wisdom is knowing how to use the rules. So I would say wisdom.
Unfortunate.
Wisdom will roll supreme here.
And I
how do
poke win-win. I poke win-win and I got 5 on
how
the
do I do a
homeless
wisdom
one.
check on
Evan
Okay.
doesn't know how to play chess. Let's be real.
click the button. Normal
Yeah.
roll?
Yep, just a normal roll.
I take that bet.
Okay.
You got a 10.
He is kicking your ass.
I just start laughing like, wow.
I give you 5.
Not as good as playing against the AI, is it?
It's curious to me that you're so good at this game. It's very strange. This is a very old hand, right? Like not many people even play it these days. I mean, this has kind of fallen out of favor, which is why you see it at a homeless shelter. What makes you so interested in this game?
Do you know what there is to do on the streets?
Sure. I mean, I could surmise.
I was just out there.
There's not a lot. I have a lot of free time on my hands.
That's fair.
You ever thought of picking up parkour?
I know someone who is.
Shakes her head and she's walked away from this chess match.
Oh, she's gone.
She's gonna wait to get the date records from when the SNC was at the shelter.
Right.
I'm a little old, I think, for that.
Oh.
Although I know some of the younger members here do practice it.
So if we were to leave today and I needed to contact you again, how would I do so?
Well, today is Tuesday. I will be back here again next Tuesday if you need me.
Okay. Thanks for the game.
So you're here on specific Tuesdays.
I knock my king over and I walk away. I go to retrieve the coin from the director.
Okay. So Ziggy, Bernard comes back with his log. He says, well, it looks like the last time they were here was last Thursday. So that would be 5 days ago.
The last time who was here?
Yeah.
SNC.
Oh,
And,
okay. Ziggy's going to quickly look up when the 3 incidents have happened. And she wants to compare the dates of the 3 bombing incidents to dates that the SNC was at this shelter.
So there are quite a few visits in the log, dozens. The explosion that you guys experienced, it would have been today.
Today, yep. Tuesday.
Would have been 5 days after they last visited here.
Okay.
Were there 5-day visits prior to the other 2 incidents?
No.
Okay.
One occurred 1 day prior. The other occurred a week prior.
That's curious.
Maybe they go to multiple shelters.
Yeah, that's the
Most
secondary
likely.
thought.
Seems like I mean,
I would like to try while she's doing this to hunt down Talifa Bayard on any form of social media or, online looking for newspaper clippings, pretty much anything.
Newspapers.
So the one time you do see him pick up, every city has a ton of surveillance now, right? And the public traffic cams and whatnot are all public domain. So you can go in and just browse them at your leisure. And those are really the only times you ever see him picking up is on just random facial recognition checks. Every once in a while, a camera will do a scan just to pick up information on people moving about the city. And you see maybe 2 or 3 hits from him in the last week.
Okay. Is there a pattern emerging?
From what you can tell, it all occurs in the same area that you're in now. So,
is there specific times or are they at different times?
No, each one is at a different time. You see him walking to and from on the street. In one of the shots, he's literally just camped out on the sidewalk, and you can see it's actually Hervé that he's kind of huddled up next to. They both got blankets on.
If this place isn't that far, after I retrieve the coin, I'm going to intend to go to that area and scout it out.
Okay.
I'll wait for Ziggy on that, though.
Yeah, it's actually right around the corner from you guys, maybe a block and a half away.
Okay.
Is this the location that he was picked up from by the SNC van?
Is the last one that he was spotted at, or the?
Yes.
He got picked up.
Hervé would be able to tell you that it is where he got picked up.
Okay.
Excellent.
Does Jameer win any of his card games?
I just kind of get up and, I was going to let you keep these anyway, so just take it.
What do you mean? You were supposed to win it back from me.
I'm sorry, Evan. I never said.
So the guys you're sitting down with are super thankful. Like they come up and hug you, Jameer. I mean, they're all like human. The one guy, like I said, is pretty tall, so he kind of like gets down, gives you a hug.
I turn my head a little bit, and I'm like, no, it is nothing. It is really nothing. It's all about the thrill of the game. I hope I have taught you something today.
What would you have taught them? You lost.
I taught them to just live in the moment. Do it.
They're homeless. They don't really live anywhere else.
Well, where else are you going to live if you don't live in the moment, Evan?
I need to go get this coin back immediately.
Okay.
You do that.
You've already lost several coins today.
Bernard just gives it back to you and says, yeah.
I'm really sorry, Evan. I wanted, look, we made somebody's life happy today.
Look, the little man has a problem. We knew this, and you enabled him.
It's not,
before I
don't have a problem. Okay.
I want to show the coin to Guillaume. Did I say that right?
Hervé is his first name.
Hervé. Yeah, I want to show the coin to him. Ask him if it means anything to him.
These coins are given out by members of the SNC to people that they've taken under their care.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate this. I need to go back now. Goodbye.
We are very sorry about your friend. We heard about it, but from the way things looked, it doesn't seem like he is with us anymore.
Are you sure it was him? And he pulls out one of the missing person flyers, and it's all like crumpled, and he holds it up. Was it this man?
And I kind of look back at Win-Win and Evan.
I don't care.
Okay. And Win-Win.
Is he human?
He's human, yeah.
All humans look the same to me.
And then I look and
even me?
To say,
I do a chomping
yes,
noise at
it
him.
was definitely him. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry as well. He was a good man.
Maybe.
Sure he was. And I kind of just do this as I turn around and
right. You see him just kind of like sit back down in front of his chess set, and he's just staring at the pieces now.
And
right.
I leave.
So did you get the lead, Evan?
I mean, we can check this block out where he normally camps, but if he's been missing for over a week, I don't think we're going to expect too much. But it's the only thing we can really do right now. So I guess we should go there and check out the area, and then maybe get back to the hotel. I'm kind of running low here. I need to get to sleep.
Yeah. Perhaps maybe we should.
Evan.
I'm sorry?
Ziggy's going to text Evan to find out the other homeless shelters that the people involved in the instance were from. She's not going to expect. She's going to text it as soon as he's looking at his phone. So hopefully the notification pops up and he is at least forced to read a sentence of it.
I pull down the top and I right swipe it off the screen. I think in 2050 we're still using Android, right? Like I don't have to worry about
sure.
iPhone takeover, right?
I use Microsoft
the
phones.
Google phone, yeah.
Everything runs on Java.
Finally.
Oh no!
He's also,
yes.
One other thing, she has a contact. The police officer that they were talking to. Did she get a contact for her?
Yes, she left the number with you guys.
She's gonna text for the names
of the other
homeless
bombers
people from the 2 other bombings.
Okay. She'll just text back to you. Give me an hour.
Merci. And then she's going to go up to Bernard Bordeaux and give him, like, I would like to make a charitable donation of 50 silver. And then she gives the other 10 silver to Hervé.
He kind of like looks up from the chess set and goes, thank you.
I know money doesn't fix problems. But maybe leave the city. They are a scourge of humanity. You get the ticket away.
Maybe you're right. and he very quickly puts it away in a pocket, hoping that no one else noticed. And Bernard thanks you very much and says, this will go a long way to feeding quite a few people, I'm sure.
Yes. Get yourself a drink. It'll make you feel better as well.
Jameer and Win-Win, why don't you guys go check out the area where he was camped? I'm going to take a metro back to the hotel and get started on some investigative working, just looking at the SNC and everything else. I just don't feel like I should be out here anymore. I think I need to go.
All right, then please.
Ran out of steam fast.
Yeah, check on Felicity as well. Make sure she's all rested up. I'm sure she'd like to know. Make sure you update her on all the things that we figured out today.
Okay.
All right.
So who's going to the campsite and who's heading back to the hotel?
I'll go to the campsite.
I will also go to the campsite.
I will too.
All right, so Evan's heading back. The guys that are heading to the campsite, like I said, it's a block and a half away. It'll just take a few seconds to walk over there. Let's see here.
Don't you love walking? We can never do this with Evan around.
So nice. This is whatever. As long as we get from point A to point B, and I'm looking at I look over at Ziggy and I'm like, why is how come you're not you're a little bit reluctant to show us any of your new tricks, huh?
She noticed that she will walk in a straight line, so if there is anything in front of her, she does jump over it.
Okay, cool.
Like, a trash can, jump over that. Run around that. Very much the philosophy of parkour is the straightest line between 2 points.
I'm gonna text Jameer. I bet you 10 silver you can't get Ziggy to do some kind of flip off of a banister when walking by it.
You're betting your 10 silver?
My 10 silver that you can't get her to try it.
Oh, a challenge accepted.
Honor system.
All right. And I, the honor, the code. Yeah, I'm always a man of my word. So we're going. Then is there anything in our way that we as we're going on this way?
No one's going to stop you. You have to cross an intersection, but that's otherwise it. When you guys do happen upon the site, you'll notice that there's somebody actually.
When we're at the intersection, can I?
What was that?
Can you what?
Hey Ziggy, I bet you 5 silver. I bet you 5 silver that you can do a front flip over this car as we cross the intersection.
If that is half of what Evan offered you, then I will do it.
Evan didn't offer me anything. This is just I want to see. Of course not.
A front flip or back flip?
A front flip. I see.
Off of just something in front of. Yeah, she's like, okay.
And I give you 10 if you do it on a moving car.
How fast are the cars moving here?
They don't even know you're trying it.
30 kilometers an hour.
Yeah,
okay.
Are they in traffic?
Never mind. No, I'm just kidding. Don't play in the traffic.
Come on.
I do care for you.
Woo,
I just want to see something cool. It's been so serious these past, this whole day. There's not much of a vacation, and some entertainment would be nice.
You did see her leap out of a 6th floor.
Leap.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, this is true.
It wasn't enough for Jameer. He lives on the edge. He needs
love
adrenaline rush.
I know.
You really are a thrill seeker.
Yeah. Yeah, so all right.
Damn, I really should have spent a key point when I was jumping out of that building.
Oh.
I wouldn't have taken any damage.
So Ziggy.
Right. Yeah, she does it. I get my.
What are you gonna do?
So you agree? Yeah. Then I get my phone out already. Like I'm already getting ready to videotape it.
Oh yeah. She'll
give me something quick for the.
Roll acrobatics.
For the gram.
Yes.
She'll try.
Ooh, 18.
Yeah.
Bam.
You totally nail this one. You can describe your flourish.
And I'm like
she makes like a running start. She goes up under a trash can, like foot up, and then flips over and sticks the landing.
Like a gymnast.
And then flips off the camera.
Whoa, that was amazing.
Pretty sure it's going to Evan.
Yep. I know, right? So I'm up there on my phone. I end up attaching I have this quick video editor on my thing, and I attach like a clip of Like I edit it in this awesome way. It's so sick. It has like flashing lights and a dubstep version of like a Dick Von Honk song. And I send it to Evan.
Slow-mo, like whoosh in the air.
And I do like the reverse thing, and then like it goes back again.
When I
And
get
I
the
send it,
video,
and I send it, and I just go, 10 gold, please.
10 silver.
Silver. Okay.
Calm
I'm
down.
trying to like say 10 gold so I can say it.
God. I get the
almost.
video, visibly annoyed, and I vow that was my only text. I'm never doing it again. Nothing but bad things happen when I text.
And I feel, I'm just thinking.
I also want to start investigation into the SNC while I'm in the car.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going to take care of the campsite, and I'll get back
Sure.
to you about that. So you guys at the campsite, a few things you noticed. There's actually a homeless woman sitting. There's like a little divot cut out of the building right there. It just like in between two pillars of concrete. And there's a heating grate. Not a heating grate.
Just like a sewer
ventilation grate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a sewer vent grate. Sitting there that she's obviously trying to use for warmth. Aside from that, Ziggy, the one thing you do notice is right above the intersection, there are cameras hitting every corner of where the streets meet. And one of them is pointing right where this campsite is.
Ooh.
Can I access, or do I need to be able to hack to access?
I was gonna say we probably should have had Evan with us. Shoot, I forgot.
So,
This
like I
guy.
said, the cameras are publicly accessible.
Cool.
So you can get into the public camera system for traffic and take a look.
I do that. I scroll back to the date that we know the disappearance happened.
Okay.
Yes.
So what you'll see, you can actually do this on your smartphone. It's just live video feed on your smartphone.
It's like tiny.
Yeah. It's a little tiny.
Close.
You kind of wish you had a bigger computer to look at, but yeah, you can. You do see the van pull up around, well, let's say 1:30 in the afternoon, and a man opens up the front door, slides open the passenger door, beckons over to Bayard.
You said 5:30?
1:30.
1:30
He
p.m.
helps him get up. Like it's pretty obvious that Bayard's having trouble just moving around at this point. He helps him up to his feet, walks him over to the van, and closes the door. And then they drive off from the location.
Questions. Was this AM or PM? I missed that part.
It was 1:30 p.m.
So in daylight.
Yep.
And he got in the van. Was there any distinguishing features of the person who beckoned at him to get in the van? And can I get plates?
You can get the plates. That's not a problem. The man who got out of the van was actually wearing a hooded sweatshirt. Your favorite?
I know why people wear hoods. It is because they are up to no good.
Oh.
And unfortunately, you can't get a good look at him from the direction that the camera is pointed.
Okay. I text Evan the plates.
Okay.
I approached the homeless woman, my brethren.
I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Is everybody your brother?
Yes, we are of the same earth. Gaia, whatever it is. on
The
this-
Earth. Do I know you?
No, but I know you. I sit down next to her if she's sitting. I don't know what the scene is.
She is. Yeah, she's kind of sitting on top of the grate, and she's got like a wool cap on, and she's just holding the blanket over her. Sorry, I realized I just backed away from the mic. I'm very sorry.
No, it's
Okay. We can still hear you.
Okay.
Where are you from, and do you have any food?
I'm from Marseille, and I have food if you have money to trade for it.
I don't know why I asked you where you're from. I don't know where that is. I don't know where I am right now.
South. She kind of like squints her eyes at you.
Win-win. You know you can just buy food from any of the stores we've been passing.
What? What? There's a store in between this and the homeless shelter?
I believe they
That's
have
naughty.
what is it? A charcuterie? Is that what it's called? Is that the meat
Charcuterie
plate?
is
What do
like
they
a
call?
plate where you can have like meats and cheeses and
Do
Yeah,
not do not take the food from this woman. She barely all has a blanket to her name.
What is your name? Do you have a
My
name?
My name is Sam.
That's a boy's name.
Samantha.
Oh. Is she human?
She is a halfling.
Oh, brethren.
Where are your parents, little
Sister,
baby child?
sister.
I pat you on the head.
I'm
Samantha.
43.
Oh, that's so cute. I'm like,
And I look at her and I say, you
200.
see the things we must deal with, you know, don't pay her any attention.
She gives Jameer a knowing, like, yeah, I know, right?
No. So I start talking to her and I say, so you're from Marseille and
Yes.
your name is Sam. What are you doing here? Do you know anybody named, and I forget, Bayard, Talif Bayard by chance?
Talife?
Talife.
Yes, we've shared this spot a few times.
And that's just basically it you know about him. Any kind of man that he was. Was he cool?
was he cool?
He was nice enough. He's shared food and water a few times. He was very sick.
It's like, wow, what kind of illness did he have? Do you know?
I'm not really sure. I'm sorry.
Well, have you been keeping up with the news at all?
If I find newspapers on the ground, sure.
Well, you know, this man, he has passed away. There has been a bit of an explosive situation.
Well, that's a shame.
Have you heard of any of these kind of explosive situations? Speaking of,
Are you trying to be wise?
I mean, I like to think of myself as wise. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not sure what you're getting at.
Well, as I was saying, you know, there have been quite a few attacks, and we believe that this man might have been on the train when it had happened.
Attacks? The bombers?
The bombers, indeed. Explosive situation.
I don't know that he would be involved in that.
Well, I just not only said that he was on the train. I don't know if he was involved. No.
I'm sorry. I don't know much more about him.
Okay. You haven't heard anything about these? Any of the series of explosions that have been going on?
We've heard talk on the streets, but
does the name
no specifics?
Does the SNC ring a bell for you?
Yes, they help us out sometimes from time to time. They help people find jobs and take care of some of the sick.
Okay. Have you ever been in contact with them, or do you know any of your friends that perhaps have been taken by them to better their life?
A few, maybe 2 or 3.
Well, did you know that Talife was actually taken in by them?
So he's getting help then?
Well, that's all I can hope for, but
he's in a better place.
He's definitely in a better place now, yes.
Well, that's good. I'm happy for him.
But there is no one else perhaps that you have met and that possibly could have maybe been trying to better their life as well? Any names ring bell? No?
None that I can remember. I'm sorry.
All right, sister.
There's quite a few of us on the street these days.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time. And I flip her 10 silver.
She gives you a quick nod, and the silver just disappears into the pile of blankets with her.
This spot is warm. I like it.
Yeah, I forgot you're still sitting there. I was just chilling. And I just, kind of walk away like, nobody knows anything around here.
Do you have any beef jerky? Craving it right now.
She kind of slyly slips a piece of jerky up from underneath her blanket, takes a bite, and goes, for the right price.
I'll give you 10 silver.
Damn, she's a hustler.
She just starts digging around next to the blanket. She has like a pile of her things, and she pulls out 2 or 3 sticks of, well, it's not wrapped.
That's fine.
It's beef jerky.
That's fine. As long as it's not made out of soy.
Have you seen the things that she eats? Okay.
Is it soy?
It's not soy. From what you can tell, this is actually beef.
Slim Jims.
Yum, 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 yum.
All right.
All right. Okay. So, Evan, give me an investigation roll.
Okay. We're usually pretty good at those. Let's hope that doesn't stop. Is this regular roll?
Yes, this is just going to be a regular investigation roll. All right. What you find about SNC is there's a few mentions on Twitter. You see it mentioned a few times on social media, but you can't find any official website. Nothing really sticks out at all about any sort of actual official documentation or landing page, nothing. Just a few mentions on social media.
Which is curious considering this program is getting investments. There should be more mention of this. I mean, anytime that there are, charitable organizations, the way that they're funding themselves is through positive word of mouth, so that people will donate to the cause and keep the people in charge, the administrators, with jobs. It's a nonprofit, but there still should be word of it, a lot of word. And the fact that there isn't is strange, which means I have to go deeper.
Okay. About this time, you'll get the message with the plates of the van.
Who is messaging me?
Who did
Ziggy.
Was it Ziggy?
Yes.
I'm going to call Ziggy.
Oh my God.
Ziggy does not pick up her phone.
I don't get that information. I don't read texts.
She didn't pick up.
Once
It goes
I
to
lost 10
voicemail.
silver. As it goes to voicemail, I tell her, I see that you have messaged me, but I have no intention of reading it. You'll have to have someone else call me if you're not going to pick up. Anyway, I'm doing things. Don't bother me with nonsense.
This is what happens when we don't have Felicity with us.
I'm literally the base character, and they've just gone without me instead of letting me rest and then leaving.
Never split the party.
No.
First rule of D&D.
Also, I should be back at the hotel by now. Yes.
Yeah. They're together.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to go upstairs to the room. The 6th floor is completely ours, I'm pretty sure, so I don't have to remember the room number.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to go on inside and, set up camp at my computer, and I'm going to continue my investigation.
Okay. Give me a hack and rig check.
Okie doke. Normal?
Normal. Actually, with advantage. That's fine.
That was my advantage.
Okay. You were still coming up blank on this organization. There's literally no paper trail anywhere that you can see. Like I said, a few mentions on social media, and that's really it. All of the talk that you have found so far, the one thing you do notice is that only the homeless are speaking about this organization.
That's weird. Would Evan be able to surmise that talking to Felicity in this state when she should be sleeping is a good idea? Or should I just leave that alone? Like, I feel like we've been together as a party long enough for me to know whether or not to bother her.
I have to have like a full 8 hours of sleep before I can refresh myself.
So I need to.
So like a long rest is, you can actually have a long rest broken. I think it's by either 10 minutes or maybe even a full hour. I can't remember the exact rule off the top of my head. It can be broken up. And when it says rest, it just means that you are recuperating. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be asleep per se. Just that you are
Really? Because
No,
I thought like that only applies to like elves who can like meditate or have light rest.
They go through a trance. That's a
And
little.
it's also only 4 hours. That's the big advantage.
Yeah, there's 4 hours.
So I should wake her up.
It is up to you. It's really going to be a matter of how long you're going to be talking to her.
Okay,
if it's just something quick, you could say like,
In
"Hey."
that sense, I'm going to
what's
call
on?
Jameer.
I go, hey, hacker man, what is up?
Okay, so I'm looking for this organization, this SNC. I can't find anything. I've tried looking everywhere. So once the Saint Sacrament de la Charte, whatever. I've looked up Saint Vincent, de Paul, who is the saint of charity and sacrifice. I've looked up 1,000 things. Nobody is talking about this organization at all. No one's mentioning it. The only people I see talking about it are the homeless. But they have to come from somewhere. They can't just have no funding. And the only way to get funding is to be a popular organization. There's a reason we repeat the same charities over and over. The Red Cross, St. Jude. We know these things because they're marketed at us. That's where their funding goes. So where are these people?
Well,
Evan?
Yeah, Ziggy, it is your friend.
Can you tell Evan that I texted a picture of the van that picked up our friend?
Yeah, Ziggy, she has
Mr. Talif
texted you. I know how much you hate the text messages, but she had been able to actually get the license plate of the van.
What's the license plate?
And I look at Ziggy and I'm just like, because I don't.
What's the license plate? What's the license plate?
And I did tell him.
Read it.
I mean, I'm like, Ziggy, he wants to know what the license plate is.
It's a good text. Why is this so hard for people?
I'm sorry. You know how Evan is.
Just hand the phone.
He's allergic.
So
He's allergic to notification messages. Okay.
Evan, you got the
sounds.
I have the plate. I would. Okay. Goodbye. And I hang up the phone and I want
All right.
the plate.
Before I even say bye, he's just gone. See, that was a rare moment. Sometimes you have to cherish them, Ziggy.
Cherish.
I immediately start an investigation into the plates of the van.
Okay. So same thing. You see the van on the street cams. You can see it picking it up, and you wouldn't have too much trouble tracking it through the city. The one thing you do notice is it's heading toward an industrial part of the city. Once
Places
it gets
the homeless really wouldn't want to go.
Right. Once it gets there, this particular area is pretty well developed. There's a large underground tunnel system that most of the traffic goes through.
Okay.
And up above it is it's an industrial park called the Lancome Industrial Park.
Okay. Lancome, huh?
Yep. Once it gets under there, though, it just mixes in with a sea of white panel vans. And it's like watching a game of what's the mixing cup game? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just going all over the place. Like you know the game where they put the ball under the cup and then you mix the cups around?
yeah.
I can't remember what it's called. Stack cup? Is it stack cup?
I don't know.
Stack cup is when you stack the cups.
That's like when.
Oh, that makes sense.
Isn't it just
This is like a
ball in a cup?
like follow the ball.
Ball in
Follow
the cup
ball
is when you try to get the ball in the cup.
like with the string.
Come on.
Yeah, we know. This,
You guys aren't even gamers.
I've played a few games.
Sorry, I wasn't born in 2050 BC.
An interesting thing is you do see another set of footage with that same van.
Okay.
What it does is it goes to a park in part of the city. And while it's there, this guy just pulls the van over. This very disheveled looking dude, like I'm talking like twigs sticking out of his hair. He has covered his face in mud, comes stumbling out of the woods into this parking lot. And he gives the guy in the van a small cardboard box, looks like a shipping box, and then just kind of shuffles back off into the woods again.
Okay. That's weird. Is there any chance I can figure out who the plates are licensed to?
It looks like it is a rental van.
Okay.
It's delay rental.
Okay. I'm going to call delay rental, and I'm going to try to find out some information.
Okay. As you call, clerk picks up the phone. Hello. What can I do for you?
Hi. I have a license plate. So someone just crashed into my car downstairs in front of my hotel here in Paris. I'm staying. I have a rental myself, and someone took one of your vans and crashed into it. And I have a license plate. I just need to get the contact information for this person. He didn't leave any information.
Okay.
And
what's the plate number?
Who am I speaking with? What is your name?
My name is John.
John, do you have like a last name and an employee number, something that I can identify you with? It's a legal matter. It's legal matter.
I'm sorry, sir. We don't give our last name to clients.
Do you have an employee number, something to identify? Are you the only
Sure,
John?
I can give you my employee number. It's
Fantastic. What is that? Read it to me.
819109.
109. Okay. John, I need the information. Here is the license plate number. What can you do for me?
Okay, let me look it up in our system, and you hear him click-clacking away.
As he's doing that, I want to try to, backtrack through their system, hack in, and try to figure out who John is.
Okay. Give me a rig check with advantage.
Get it.
All right. You're able to get into the
very good hacker.
You have a +7.
And give me one more to try and locate the information you're looking for in their system.
Still some decent hacking.
Yeah. That is enough to find what you're looking for. So what you find is that his last name is Miller.
Okay. Tourist.
He is a tier 1 support. He is 29 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And his email address is jmiller@delay.org.
Okay, John Miller's not going to get me very far. Okay. He's doing his thing.
Yep. So he comes back on and says, it looks like the last people who rented this out was Essential Purity Corporation.
Okay.
That's interesting. I don't see a listing address for them. I've got a PO box and a phone number.
Okay, send that over to me.
Sure. He gives you the PO box and the phone number for the organization.
Mr. Miller, was there anything else that you found?
No, I'm sorry. This is really strange. The only other thing I can see is it looks like the company's registered from the Bahamas. Maybe they're doing delivery. That's all I can figure.
Interesting. Again, Mr. Miller, that's you, right? John Miller?
Yes. Wait, what?
John Miller.
Have we spoken?
You realize that by releasing personally identifiable information to a stranger over the phone, you've not only broken your company policy, but have committed a felony?
He hangs up the phone.
Oh, John. John shouldn't have done that. I'm going to send John an email. And I just wanted to transcribe very quickly. John, this is your friend that just called. This is my personal number. Call me back when you're not at work. I think you'd want to discuss that problem you're having. I'll take this information and I'll send it over to Jameer.
Okay.
This is the
through an email,
like
not
the name.
text.
Oh, like the whole chain.
Yeah, I'll just write Essential Purity Corp. Nothing listed for the SNC, despite that the van was labeled with it. We had an address in the Bahamas. We have a PO box. There's a phone number, but there's no name.
No name.
What's interesting about the PO box and the phone number is they're actually Parisian.
Parisian.
They are Parisian.
So the PO box leads me to, but not the Bahamas.
Yes.
Okay, very strange. I will also note in the email the difference between these addresses because I'm condescending.
The PO box is in the Lancome Industrial Park. That is something else that you notice.
Okay, is that
That's
close
where
enough? How close is that to me? Or better yet, to Jameer, because I'm not leaving the house.
If you go by car, it's about a 45-minute drive. It's actually outside of the city.
Okay, I'm going to text that information to him as well and tell him that I need him to go there.
All right. And but I text back and I'm just and it says, I mean, should we just go or do you want to meet back up before we? Perhaps we should bring the others. I know.
Did we just text you?
No, I sent it in an email. I specifically said.
Yeah. Oh, email. Sorry. So I reply the email back.
Yes, he did.
What's his email address?
Then I'm just like, no, it's nothing. It's nothing. I'm just
Jamia,
you know.
Tell me his email address.
All right. And I kind of give in and I give whatever is the email that I had been sent from.
Merci. So what information?
But I put like a one and or rather I put a I don't know what his actual email is, but I'm saying I put like a 0 instead of the O. If it's like
thanks, buddy.
Yes. But after though, I kind of just say, hey, guys, you know, we have a bit of information, by the way. There's a place, Lancome Industrial Park, where the vans have been going. So, you know, that van that you saw, this was actually the place. There's a bunch of crazy things going on with it, though. You know, there's mismatching PO boxes with the company founding, and big weird thing is that there's no name. It's almost as if nobody, or maybe a group, an anonymous person has rented this.
I was a group of people that was kidnapping homeless people and turning them into cyber zombies for use as suicide bombers, I probably would not have an actual address, and I would use a PO box.
Wow. And I never thought of that, you know. Yeah, you know, that probably seems like a good idea.
We could just go to the Bahamas.
I really
We're not going to the Bahamas.
Instead of Paris.
On vacation in Paris.
Bahamas are
win-win. We are going to need
I don't hear you.
that.
Yeah, we don't have enough time. Evan has told us that we do need to go to this park, and I don't know, by group vote, shall we get Felicity? Do you think she is?
Felicity. She has.
I'm afraid to go alone, to be honest, but
I just don't understand.
It's 45 minutes away. Yeah, you are tired as well. I know you got a bit of jerky, Miss.
Let's go and get food. Bring it back to the hotel room, and then we will go, when we have all rested, to the Lancome Park.
I perk up and am visibly excited by this. Let's go.
Let me say, yeah.
I know.
I agree. I'm getting a weird vibe from it all, to be honest. But yeah, maybe I need a little rest too. I do feel it from the drinks we had before we left. And I will call the metro.
Yes.
So
I'm gonna call Jameer back and remind him that corporations can't use PO boxes as their home addresses. They have to have a street address. So the person who took the information at the rental van, it's just that's not how that works.
And then I say, wait a minute. Then yeah, they must be in. I think this van company is definitely a part of this operation.
Can you also remind Evan the part that this is clearly an organization that is not obeying the law?
Obviously, but I mean the law. What is the law anyway? You know,
the scariest governmental agency is obviously the post office.
Well, the law was meant to be broken, but I can see in this situation that it is in our interest to investigate it a bit further. So let's all get everybody. I would like to hear Felicity's opinion on it. Any insights she may have as well. We'll catch her up to speed, and then we'll go together.
This sounds like a better plan.
Okay.
I usually don't make plans, and I'm glad that you are happy with it.
No, this is a pretty leisurely adventure for us. I appreciate that.
Ziggy will stop at a butcher shop and buy just like a very
Please
large...
get her. Just get her like a big slab of meat.
Yeah,
There you go.
It's just like a
Raw.
big old leg bone, like one of
The
those
more-
cartoon ones.
Yeah, like the mutton.
Yes.
It's like the first part of the Flintstones where
Yeah.
they just bring out the huge barbecue rib
With
thing.
the little,
And just hand that to Win-Win.
those little foods from
Probably
Adventure,
raw.
Adventure Island. Have you ever played that game?
Raw preserves the nutrients.
Okay. Indeed. So I've already called the or whatever we do with the app. I've made sure that
Metro.
the metro should be arriving soon. And let's just hope that we can get to the bottom of this so we can get paid, my friends.
Yeah. So it's going to be an uneventful drive back to the hotel. You guys can catch up with Felicity.
All right. So I call Felicity. I really hope she's got enough rest, but I'll try to make it quick. If not, so I'm
You're gonna
calling
call me?
actually.
But
I'm
you're
actually.
but
Oh, we
you're-
already.
Yeah,
Oh, the
you guys are at
uneventful.
hotel.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like gonna sit in the ride. I'm like, damn, you're gonna make us sit in this ride? and
No,
actually-
no.
Thank goodness. All right, cool.
Also, I was like, why do you need to call me? You're gonna go to the hotel.
Just to let it know. Hey, be there in over 10, 15 minutes. Is what I was gonna say. 5. Yeah, this is a fast. All right. So we're walking up into it, and we go, "Oh, is Felicity? Is she asleep? Is she
I don't know,
sitting on the
how
bed,
many hours have they been
resting?"
gone?
No, it was
At this point, with all the runaround that you guys have done, it's probably been about 5 or 6 hours at this point.
Okay, she's still asleep then.
all right. When I
Ziggy's
go-
gonna go into a meditative trance. Just
Into
like,
one.
okay.
And I go check, and I see her in like her state of mind. You know, she's like, what does she look like when she's resting, Felicity?
Meditating? Or is
Oh
he
no, I know
staring
you
at
go
her
into
while
your
she's
trance.
sleeping?
Yeah, so that I make the decision not to wake her up until
She looks very.
like zoned out. Is she drooling? Is she zoned out? Is she like in a just
Yeah,
kneeling?
like
mode?
her eyes are half open. It's really creepy.
Oh, right.
You're like,
Well, I go up to her and I just start like doing this, and I don't make any noise. I'm just trying to like see if I can get any kind of attention.
Put your finger under her nose to see if she's dead.
And then I realize okay, well, maybe I can get a little rest myself. What are you gonna do?
I finish the meat and then curl up in a circle on the ground, on a rug on the ground.
Alright. I knock on
huge
I knock on
circle.
Evan's door and I'm like, honey, I'm home. And
I'm ignoring that.
I'm just like, God, nobody wants to have any kind of fun. So I just
But,
get my stepping stool, grab up to the bar, make myself another. This time I'll make a gin and tonic, and then I hop onto my bed, and I put I have a bedside drawer that I just have my drink on, and I just look on my phone, watching the video over and over again of Ziggy doing the parkour as I'm drinking.
Aww.
Like, oh, you can see me just
I'm
like,
gonna
every time.
a hit die to see if I can recover the last little bit of hit points. Oh, thank God. Okay.
Oh yeah, I mean, at this point, it is night. If you guys want to, you can just call it a night here, and we can call it into the episode.
Woo. Woo.
Said hello and then goodbye. That was
I know. I was trying to get her in, like, yo, but
We have so many leads to follow.
I know.
Nothing from Mr. Miller.
From Mr. Miller. So a little after dinner, you'll probably get a text saying that I don't know who you are. Don't talk to me. I'll call the cops if you ever call in again.
Good luck.
you mean email?
I'm sorry, email. That's right.
Yeah.
He had the email address.
Okay. I'm gonna email him again and say, well, I'm gonna come see you tomorrow. Good luck with that.
you should DDoS his website.
You don't get a response back.
No, I didn't think so. We'll see. What
Also, the chat wants to know if you got your drink on rocks or on ice.
With
Evan is
ice.
very upset about you. Yeah,
It was
you might
nice.
have missed that, Ziggy.
Well, luckily I didn't have to order it, so I just
it just
kind of
doesn't
look
make
at it.
sense.
I kind of just look at it. Yeah.
Some people like watered down whiskey.
It's not about whether.
No,
or
it's
not
about
there's
saying
ice.
whether it's on the ice or whether with ice or on the rocks, and
The
It's
economy of
like-
phrasing.
It's
you know.
pointless.
You have to cut the whiskey in order to bring out the full flavor.
You know.
I like just like one ice cube with my whiskey. Just like
Yeah.
one small
Yeah.
ice cube.
It's not about the ice.
It's about the cinnamon. I'm glad that Evan isn't in the room. I'm just like rocks, ice, rocks,
so many rocks.
ice. Yeah. So I actually pull out a deck of cards and say, if I roll higher than if I flip higher than a 5, I'll call it on the rocks. But if it's lower,
Does he have to roll
I'll
now,
call
like
it on
1 to
ice.
13?
Yep.
Do
right.
1d13.
roll 1d13, right?
1d13.
So if I roll lower, let's do it for real, like 7. So 7 or lower, and I call it on ice. 8 or higher, and I'll call it on the rocks.
This is very important.
So what is it? Roll.
Yeah.
Just do roll D13. And it should
Slash roll.
Yep, slash roll. All right.
Oh.
Got the king.
On the rocks.
And I just take.
That-
I finished
It's a
the.
queen.
Yeah,
It's a queen, yeah.
at that point.
So
It's a queen.
and I just like kiss the queen.
So
And
it's
then
on the rocks now.
It's on the rocks.
See you in the morning.
And I just smile to myself and finish my drink.
So our next run is to the Lancome Industrial Park.
Yes, it definitely will be.
Was there any information that I was able to gather on what park they went to where the disheveled super homeless guy came out and gave him a box?
Yes, the park. If you were to follow it, oh my God, what is it? I scrolled way too far down now and I can't find it.
Still mad about this rental van.
Oh man, he's shot. Yeah, this guy.
The park is called the Réserve Biologique Intégrale de Druide. What you find out about it is it's actually federally preserved land just outside the city. And there is a very old growth forest that covers more than 2,000 acres, which is very unusual.
Interesting, yeah.
And there's actually a small druid grove inside of the park.
My brethren.
Druid Grove.
There's a druid grove.
I do not
And
like
This
druids.
isn't near the Lancome Park, right?
It's the same side of the city, so they're both east out of the city. The forest is a little further south. The industrial park is closer to the sea.
Okay, so I'm going to keep that park information to myself.
Okay, you didn't pass that on.
No, just because I know how much everyone loves trees in this party for some reason, and I don't want them to know that there are druids nearby. I just feel like that would annoy me.
He probably knows about the
Jamila
existence of
knows.
the park. She's from Paris.
Yeah, she's actually from there.
But
Yeah.
but like having her have a reason to go hang out with a bunch of trees just seems like it would irk Evan a lot.
Oh.
Ziggy says she hates cities,
so
but she's from a city.
Yeah. I mean, I
The,
don't have a particular fondness
guy-
for trees.
We saw the van go to the Lancome Park, and then it went to the reserve forest.
Yeah.
And those were two separate incidents.
the
and we
reserve
don't know for
forest.
sure if the bomb person was still in the van when it went to the park,
Correct.
to the forest. Okay.
How close are both of those locations to the metro station?
The station that you guys came into is on the north side of the city.
Okay,
They're
so
both
this is like the
opposites.
total opposite side.
Yeah, so it's probably 30 minutes ish away.
Okay. Just curious.
Yeah, to get a little.
All right. Is that it for this episode then, Q?
That's it.
All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us for the second episode of 2050. Oh man. I feel like I just got to like watch. I was basically a viewer.
I know, right?
This episode.
I'm sorry.
That's what you get for going to sleep in the middle of the day. You're so lazy.
I'm a wizard. I have to sleep.
There is no video game or RPG in which a wizard has ever been relevant.
Hot damn.
So
You feel like
Hey,
casting
what about-
fireball on him. I won't stop you.
okay.
Yeah. Feel free.
Oh
I
my
feel like
god.
Evan doesn't like magic.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you tend to like that I can talk to people though. You probably don't associate that I use magic though, maybe. Well, first of all, we'll let everyone say, who they are and where they're from and all of that jazz, and then we'll wrap things up as to where you can help support us as a RPG group, as well as if you would like to support 2050 as well. So we'll start around. I always have to look to see where you guys are on there.
Yeah.
Because I can't see that. So Win-Win, take it away. Tell us where people can find you, Salem.
Hello, I am Salem Prophet at Twitter, and that's really all I do. Follow me.
And you're here. They can come back and see you every Tuesday.
Yes, every Tuesday.
And then Tuesday, where can people find you?
On Tuesdays, you can find me here. You can also find me on the internet as Random Tuesday. And tomorrow night, I will be on the other side of the table running a Stars Without Number game called Leviathan Distant Stars over on Geek Space TV. So come check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And Kyo, our lovely DM.
Yeah.
So
Also,
any
you can give a shout out to LP as well.
any information that you want on Code 2050, you can probably find at our website, legendarypants.net. You can follow the Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/legendary_pants. And on Twitter, it's at legendary_pants. I have my own Twitch channel. It is twitch.tv/Kyokri. And you can follow me on Twitter at Kyokri.
And Brandon.
I'm Dan's Gaming. I'm a senior content producer at Nerd Fusion, Twitch broadcaster. I have my own emote on Twitch, Dan's Game. I'm sure you've used it. Follow me. I'm a variety broadcaster. I think you'll have a lot of fun on my stream.
And the lovely Team Tempo.
I'm Rick James. No, but Tempo, I can catch me on my stream, twitch.tv/TEMP0, as well as on Twitter at Team Tempo with the 0 as well. And I'll be on a little bit of YouTube, I've been in the studio a little bit, just trying to get back on my game, man, when it comes down to the music thing. So definitely be on the lookout. I think as we're getting into this would be a pretty fun thing to explore with musically.
Yes, send us music. I want to see it.
Mhm.
And I love that everyone's just spamming Dan's Game in chat. It's perfect. If you guys want to find me, I'm at Margaret Crone in all the places: Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, all the things. And then my gaming channel is Margaret Crone Plays on YouTube. And if you want to help support Roll4It, we pay all of our cast and all of the lovely people that help us make all of the shows that we do. We're currently doing 3 shows a week. You can check out our other shows on Saturday and Sunday as well. And those start at 10 a.m. PST, 6 p.m. GMT if you guys want to check those out. And you can go to patreon.com/roll4it to help support us, or subscribe here. That really makes a big difference. And it allows people to be able to be content creators and get paid to do it, which is amazing. On top of that, if you can always follow us on all of the things. You can follow us right here on Twitch. Give us a little heart. And on Twitter as well, and Facebook and YouTube. We'll be putting this video up tomorrow. So if you missed it, or you only got part of it, or you want to see it again and relive all the lovely moments, or if you're a wiki person and you want to document it, you can always go check it out at youtube.com/roll4it, where we upload all the things. And we're going to go record a after show, which if you're a Patreon, you could potentially get access to. So we'll see you guys later. Thank you so much. Have a lovely night, morning, whatever it may be to you. And we'll see you later. Bye.
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 Bye.